football. They probably don't deserve to win Croatia in the opening game. They don't deserve to win Chile in the last 16, but they are still here, and if they are here, I think they remain as one of the biggest favorites to win the tournament, because obviously they are the host of the tournament. They have the supporters, and they also have Neymar. No? Against Chile, Neymar did his worst game, but probably not because of him, if not because Chile were great defending with 3 players, 2 players always when he had the ball. And let's see how Colombia do that. Let's see how they manage to stop Neymar, because Colombia are very, very talented up front, but not as good probably in the defense. Also, I think it's going to be very important in Brazil the absence of Luis Gustavo, because apart from Neymar, Brazil are a very solid team thanks to the center backs, to Thiago Silva and David Luiz, but also because of Luis Gustavo's job. No? Luis Gustavo allow, for example, Alves and Marcelo to attack a lot and help the 2 center backs defending with a lot of time with a 3-5-2 rather than a 4-4-2. And I think his absence is going to be crucial for Brazil. Probably Fernandinho, the Manchester City star, is gonna do his job, and Paulinho is gonna regain a place in the team and playing with Fernandinho in the midfield. But it's gonna be a crucial place, a crucial position, because James Rodriguez, the biggest star of the tournament so far, is playing in the number 10, and if he has freedom, he has proved that he can mark the difference for Colombia and front end. And also I'm looking forward to see Cuadrado and Jackson Martinez up front, because they are also really good players, and yeah, it's going to be a very tough game for Brazil again.
If you had to pick a winner?
I don't know, to be honest. If I have to bet money on this game, I probably do it for Brazil just because they are the hostess. But if they already struggle against Chile, I wouldn't be surprised if Colombia go through.
Well, Tony, the third quarter-final is 2 sides who struggled in 90 minutes anyway to overcome less opposition, Argentina against Switzerland and Belgium against USA. But in the end, you would say that the Belgians certainly looked the more impressive, and they have such a number of great stars on their side. But then again, Argentina has the star in Lionel Messi. Who shall win in that fixture?
Well, you look at Argentina so far, and we've been waiting for them to get going. We've reached the quarterfinals now, and we're still waiting, and you begin to wonder, are they actually going to get going in this competition? Against Switzerland, they looked so utterly devoid of ideas. Of course, in Lionel Messi, it's become second nature to expect the spectacular from him. But when, as we saw against Switzerland, when there is no movement in front of him, there's only so much he can do. That looks to be like Argentina's downfall if they are to go out. But as you say, if he is on form, then there is something that he can produce out of nowhere. Their progress, Argentina's progress to this stage, has been disappointing, and up until last night, you could say that Belgium's mirrored that as well. They were less than spectacular in the group, getting results, but last night against the USA, they really woke up, and we saw what they can offer on this stage. If Argentina are to go at this game, I struggle to see where they are going to create the opportunities as a unit against Mark Wilmots' side. They're very organised, they're very powerful, and they know how to break down attacks and launch their own in an instant. And key to that, to their success, has been the decisions and what they offer from off the bench. We saw this again last night as the manager chose to take off Dries Mertens, who had a very wasteful hour, and replace him with Everton's Kevin Morales, and he instantly had a positive impact on the game. Later on, just after the 90 minutes, we saw Divock Origi come off to replace by Romelu Lukaku, who's become the most derided figure in this World Cup, you could argue. But the timing of the change was nailed down completely. He came on, and against a quite frankly knackered US back line, he changed the game for them. And this has been a trait we've seen from the manager throughout the group stages, and if they maintain this upsurge in pace and quality, then I can't see Argentina summoning the powers to get past them. It will once again come down to Lionel Messi. Whether he can do that on his own again against top-class opposition remains to be seen.
So who do you reckon will progress?
I can't look past Belgium as the better unit. It will, if Messi can produce a fourth moment of magic, maybe a fifth actually if you want to count his assist from last night as well, he can do it on his own. So I'd probably go for Belgium now.
We'll move on to the last quarterfinal, certainly not the least though. It's Netherlands against Costa Rica. The Netherlands surprised some by getting out of their group, but there's no question that Costa Rica are the surprise package of the tournament. It's been a wonderful underdog story to see them reach their first ever quarterfinals. Can they go another step further, or will facing off against the Dutch just prove a bridge too far?
I think Holland are the big favorite for this game. What Costa Rica have achieved until now is unbelievable. They were incredible in the group stage, top in the group against Uruguay, Italy and England. But in the last 16, they played probably against the weakest team in the last 16, that were Greek. We started to see that Campbell is not that good, or probably not what we saw in the group stage when he was very fresh and he totally destroyed Uruguay, for example. Against Greek, Campbell looked a little bit tired, and without Keylor Navas, the goalkeeper, probably Costa Rica wouldn't be in the last 16 even. So Holland, on the other hand, are not a really spectacular team, not at all, but it's like Brazil. They are still here, and nobody expect too much about them at the beginning of the tournament, because they have an inexperienced defenders, and also the midfielder are not really good. But with Robben and Van Persie up front, and with the new Van Gaal system, far from the spectacular Holland passing game, but very solid team, very efficient. They park the bus in the defense. They defend with almost 10 players, and then they have Robben and Van Persie up front that they are absolutely brilliant. Especially Robben, I think that he's been the best star of the competition, even ahead of James Rodriguez, Messi and Neymar. He was a nightmare for the Spanish defenders. Against Australia he scored a goal. Against Chile he was brilliant to lead the group by running a lot in a counter-attack. And against Mexico he was again the most important player for Holland, with that penalty in the extra time. So yeah, I really think that Holland are the big favorites for this game.
No question then that Holland will prevail.
Not for me, but let's see. This World Cup have proved that there are things that we didn't expect at the beginning that have gone through, and the opposite, that teams that like Spain, England or Italy, that we expect them to be at least here in the last 16 or in the quarterfinals, and they were out in the group stage. So let's see, it's football.
Well, for all our World Cup quarterfinals coverage, go to our website, ibtimes.co.uk/sport.